Hello, everyone. Welcome to part one of my series, Learning Machine Learning So You Don't Have to. Today, we're going to be learning about what is machine learning. Machine learning is when a computer learns patterns from data to make predictions or decisions without explicitly being programmed with rules. So, we're going to be touching on two main different types of machine learning. So, there are more than that, like reinforcement learning, but I'm going to be touching on just these two. So, the first one is the most common, which is supervised learning. Supervised learning is when you have the inputs or the data. Sometimes it's called uppercase X, and then you have the correct answers or the output, sometimes called lowercase y. So supervised learning is basically when you have the data and the correct answers. Like I said, it can be X or Y. So the model learns how to map the data and the correct answers. It can then predict results for new data. Example of this is spam detection. Your data would be emails, and then your output or correct answer column will be whether the email was a spam or not a spam. This also works with handwritten digits. You'd have images, and then the output or the correct answers would be the numbers, the correct numbers for each image. Then it can work with medical scans as well or credit card fraud. So supervised learning works best when labeled data exists. But the issue is that labeling data can be slow or expensive. The next type is unsupervised learning. So in unsupervised learning, you only have the input data. You have no labels. So you have the data and no correct answer. The model finds patterns by itself. An example is discovering topics in text, or grouping similar customers, or finding unusual website behavior. This is harder to evaluate and explain. So what is data? Data is usually a table with rows and columns. The rows are sometimes called the samples, and this can be an email, a user, or an image. And then you have the columns, which are sometimes called a feature, which can be, for example, age, price, pixels. Machine learning can only use the information you provide. Missing or bad features is equal to bad predictions. So the most important lesson to learn in machine learning is not magic and not about fancy algorithms. Before building a model, ask yourself, what problem am I solving? Can my data answer this? Do I have enough data? Are my features useful? How will I measure success? Most machine learning failures happen because the wrong problem was solved, not because machine learning didn't work. Thank you for watching part one. Next, in part two, we're going to be doing a machine learning project, and I'm also going to show you how to load your data and do basic explanatory analysis with your data. Thank you.